Hi, everyone. Well, school has begun. With the school starting and flu season coming up, it's more important than ever to wear a mask. It's just good common sense. Plus, it's courtesy to people around you, and most people around you will feel more comfortable if you are wearing one of these. It stinks that the virus is still with us, but don't let that stress you out. Focus on doing the right things, as well as on those who you feel most close to. Reminds me of a story of a teacher and her husband. So the teacher and her husband, shortly after finishing dinner one night, the husband went off and started looking at his phone and scrolling through Facebook, and she began to grade papers. He wasn't paying much attention to her as he kept going through his phone, and at one point she started crying. And when he heard her crying, that's when it caught her attention. So he puts his phone down. He says, honey, I'm sorry, what's wrong? And she says, well, I've been grading these papers, and I asked them as an assignment to write down what their wish is. And I read this one paper that struck me dearly. And he says, well, what is it? Read it to me. She says, she reads the paper and says, my wish is to become a smartphone. My parents love their smartphone very much. They care for the smartphone so much sometimes that they forget to care for me. When my father comes home from the office tired, he's too tired to play with me, but not too tired to play with his cell phone. When my parents are doing some important work and the smartphone is ringing, they answer the phone right away, but not me, even if I'm crying. They play games with their smartphones, but don't have time to play games with me. When they're talking to someone on the smartphone, they never listen to me, even if I'm trying to tell them something important. So my wish is to become a smartphone. So the husband gets closer to her and he says, oh my goodness, that's very sad. Who wrote this? And she looks at him and begins to cry even harder, and she says, our son. Focus on what's important. Don't let the stresses of work, potential for virus, or even divisive politics take your attention away from those that you hold dear. Life is a precious gift. That's it for now. As always, be kind, stay positive, and as the legendary Red Green used to say, keep your stick on the ice.